Compare Disney villains by visualizing their atrocious acts and spreading them into 4 categories to check who are the most evil Disney villains. Category 1. Basic villainy. Did Phillips from Toy Story was just a psycho kid who enjoyed harming toys without considering them as sentient beings? Chad Charming from The Descendants was nothing more than a bully and hooligan who harassed and attacked innocent kids for thinking they are villains before seemingly redeeming himself. Edgar Balthazar was nothing more than a greedy and ungrateful butler planning to rob independent cats without significantly harming them. He was also too comedic to be in a higher category for villainy, being very heinous. The next category is the inconsistently ruthless villainy. They do very ruthless or evil stuff, but they do have a justified excuse for their misdeeds or crimes. Prince Hans started as a good guy, wanting to live a happier life with Anna in Arendelle and find his place there, until he realized there was an opportunity to take over the kingdom and be a hero for the public. He then did some really ruthless acts as he locked Anna to die while she froze in a room thanks to Elsa's uncontrollable magic and ice powers, as he then went on to strike Elsa with a sword and bring summer back to Arendelle. Despite his cruelness and monstrosity, Hans genuinely believed he was saving people from the deadly blizzard, and he was tragic, thanks to his brothers misleading and abusing him often, so, he's nowhere near pure evil. Next is Gaston, the villain from Beauty and the Beast. While he was ruthless, as he did send Belle's father Maurice to a dark asylum, putting him in a date worse than death, before trying to turn the entire village against the Beast and his object minions, putting everyone at grave danger zone. However, Gaston is nowhere near the most evil guy on the list, so he fails to reach high standards of a tyrannical figure. We also have the screenslaver from The Incredibles 2, who was far too tragic to be one of the worst, and she genuinely believed in her own twisted forms of justice. The next category is nearly pure evil. These guys are really bad. They can have only 3 or 4 minor traits which make them a little bit more excusable and righteous than ones who are pure evil. For instance, I know many of you guys think Lotso is one horrific masterpiece of a tyrant, but don't forget why he is like that. It can be argued that he did such terrible crimes, like letting innocent toys like him burn to death like in purgatory, or building his own empire of cruelty towards other toys. However, genuinely thinking toys are useless pawns, he was still very tragic after all. He never stopped feeling sorry for Daisy.
He still had to claim he doesn't love her anymore.
But that was only so the big baby won't destroy him. Deep down, he is still very sad whether he did heinous crimes or not. Ursula is also a classic case of nearly pure evil. She tried to take over the entire sea and beyond that. She put people into fates worse than death by consuming their mortality to keep herself in position. However, she did feel some respect towards her 2 eel pets. Henry J. Waternoose was nearly pure evil. As the CEO of the company in which the heroes literally worked for him, Waternoose plotted to illegally use a machine on millions of toddlers whom he plotted to scare, and later even kidnap and torture. Despite this, Waternoose did inspire his ancestors, and he was truly loyal to their teachings. The final category is here. Pure evil villains do the most ruthless stuff any Disney character can do and have no remorse, no feelings for anyone but themselves, and 0 excuses. Frollo is one of Disney's most purely evil tyrants, desiring Esmeralda as his slave woman and burning all of Paris to find the Court of Miracles and take over that uncontrollable area so he can regain his authority and power. He almost killed Quasimodo as a baby after killing his mother. Frollo took no responsibility for anything. He justified himself so the heavens won't punish him. However, that luckily didn't work for him. Scar is another example of a pure evil villain. Scar destroyed an entire valley by causing famine and spreading evil agendas all over. He was driven by endless jealousy and need for unlimited power. Lucky he got what he deserved. Surprisingly, the Duke of Weselton is also technically pure evil. Yes, he claimed he's a victim of trauma, and that's just to stay out of jail. By plotting to kill Elsa after she unlocks her secrets so he himself can take the riches. The Duke ran the whole plot by unleashing a massive blizzard which surely consumed thousands of lives or many more in Arendelle just so he can get rich and powerful. Even when Elsa was gone, he sent his two goons to brutally kill her.